Shawn has been visiting, I think, the club for several months now, and Jim Pontello and I were talking just casually a few days ago about, when we're going to get back into person and be able to officially induct Shawn into the club. And I'm like, well, why can't we just do it right now and make it official? He's been on all of our Zoom meetings with us and participating. So we thought, there's no better time than the present. So I know that you all won't be standing, but in spirit, you can stand, and we're going to be inducting Shawn right now. Bob Novell and Jim Pontello are Shawn's sponsors. Shawn, you're about to become a member of Rotary, but what does that really mean? It's a lifestyle choice that means you will build houses in which you will never live. You will feed hungry people of every race, creed, and political philosophy. You will make crawlers into walkers. You will educate children you will never know. You will vaccinate children you will never meet, and you will dig wells from which you will never drink. You will plant trees in which you will never sit. You will restore the eyesight of those who will never see you. If you work to do these things, not only will you be in Rotary, but Rotary will be in you. Shawn, if you are prepared to accept the responsibilities of membership and commit yourself to service above self and to the ideals of the four-way test, say, I will.
I will.
Awesome. Arcadia Rotarians, if you are prepared to extend the hand of fellowship to this new member and welcome him into the greatest Rotary Club in the world and guide him in the way of Rotary, say, we will.
We will.
We will.
Wait, everybody unmute yourself.
We will.
We will.
We will.
We
We will.
We will.
All right.
We will.
Okay, go back on mute.
Short and sweet.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it.
This, we cannot pin Shawn today, but we will send you your pin and we will send you your plaques and badges. Shawn's classification is investments and financial advisor. Ray, I think you have a copy of the certificate you may want to post up. This would be a good time. There it is.
John, since he's not getting a pin, is he getting a Rotary tattoo?
that might need to be a new requirement. So fellow Rotarians, I am proud to present to you Shawn Hsieh, the newest Rotarian in the Rotary Club of Arcadia, the greatest Rotary Club in the world. You can unmute for applause.
Thank you, guys.
So Shawn, traditionally we have new members like this stand at the back of the door and greet the way out. Do today is be the last one of the meeting. You can't hit the leave button until everybody has said goodbye to you, and so we'll follow it through that way. But hey, congratulations, Shawn. We're excited to have you. Hey, why don't you say a few words? You can tell everybody a little bit about you and share any thoughts you might have about this.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for allowing me to actually being included in the Rotary Club through the first, the Zoom meeting. Well, enrollment through the first Zoom meeting. Very excited. I've been in the Rotary one way or another for about 10 plus years now. But so initially I started by participating with David Hsieh, who's I believe he was a previous member, also my mentor. And he was kind enough to first introduce me to the Rotary Club, and that was about 13 years ago. And through my father-in-law, who's also a Rotary Club, one time a president about 5 years ago in Taiwan. So I was being very involved in that as well. And when he came over here to visit us, we actually flew out to Evanston to the headquarters of a Rotary, and then to tour around the facilities, understand the history a little better, and to make some great connections out there. So that was about a couple of years, 4 or 5 years ago. So I've been involved in kind of understand the Rotary ways and really appreciate what this club represents to the local societies. And I just recently moved out here. Well, not recently, but time flies by fast. It's about 3 years ago. I moved from Santa Monica to here because I just, at that time, I just welcomed our first daughter, Olivia, about 2.5 years ago. So 3 years ago is when we start coming over, move over here for a bigger place to raise the children. And on that note, actually, we're expecting our second kid anytime soon, either by this weekend or early next week. So we have another second family coming to in our family, so very excited. And so once I established out here, I thought that this is going to be a good place to start getting to know people, the local communities, and be involved and do a lot of the volunteer work, and to really get to set my roots for my family and myself going forward. So I'm very excited and looking forward to get to know you all once we get to meet in person in the embassy suite soon.
Excellent. Well, congratulations, Shawn. We're excited to have you. And good luck with baby number 2.
Thank you.
And Shawn, do you know how to use a hammer or a saw?
It's funny how you mentioned it, because when I first actually told Jim about this, he was telling me, "Oh, congratulations," and he immediately followed up, "We're gonna fine you $100 for it." So, and I asked him, can that be excused since that was a pre-existing condition? I didn't get that. So he was kind enough to waive it, but we'll see. But yeah, hammer is definitely in place. Being Asian, we have a lot more tools than just hammer. So get ready.
All right.
Hey, Shawn, can you tell us the name of your company?
My name of the company is Charlesworth and Rugg, CNR advisor. I'm sorry?
I didn't catch.
Oh, Charlesworth and Rugg.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's two of our founders named back in 1976, and my partner and I we bought it over about 5 years ago. So we are running as managing partners now, but this company has been around since 1976.
All right.
Yeah, and there are two founders, and so I asked why Charlesworth, and apparently they keep the name on because back in the days they used phone book as connecting marketing, and C starts a lot higher than R, so the name stays on.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Shawn, and thanks for being our first Zoom inductee. Who knows? Maybe you won't be the last, but you might be. We'll see.
We'll see.
Hopefully not.